Let's now shift focus to Raebareli. Sonia Gandhi filed her nomination. Will she be fourth time lucky? Massive response to Sonia Gandhi visiting Raebareli today. Now, moments after filing her nomination, she went to Ali Mia's house. Now, this is said to be customary in the Congress party. He was a member of the Muslim Personal Law Board. But there is a war of words between the BJP and the Congress on the issue of voting on religious lines, seeking votes on religious lines, and politics of polarization. And as BJP upped the ante, Sonia Gandhi reacted exclusively to headlines today. Let's listen in.
Going and meeting little children and speaking.
Mrs. Gandhi, what is the significance of your being here?
This is actually customary for us. We start from Gai Prasad's house in Raebareli. We file the nomination paper and then we come here to.
What is so special about this place?
It's a tradition from Feroz Gandhi's time and Indira Gandhi's time.
Ma'am, the BJP says you're trying to polarize the electorate.
That's absolutely a joke. I can't say more than that.
All right, so Anand, you heard it first here.
We are not in the habit or in the game of polarizing elections.
Ma'am, who do you think is actually trying to polarize the electorate, ma'am? All right, Anand, so you heard it first. On camera. I am sorry. And the BJP allegations are nothing more than...
Mila?
And whether it was Prakash Javadekar in Delhi or Arun Jaitley, leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha and candidate from Amritsar, in Amritsar, the BJP launched a frontal attack on the Congress party for seeking votes on religious lines. That is what they've termed this. National Affairs editor Javed Ansari joins me for more on this. Javed, how's the Congress reacting to this BJP attack? That Congress, according to the BJP, is the most communal party if it's seeking votes on religious grounds.
Well, that's according to the BJP. The Congress also points to the fact, and we had Dr. Subramanian Swamy on our channel some time ago, where he said that our strategy is to unite the Hindu vote and divide the Muslim vote. Now, I'm surprised the BJP didn't have anything to say about that. The BJP is finding fault with Mrs. Gandhi for going to the Ali Mia's house. But it terms as seeking the votes of a particular community. She started her day with a Haman in Amethi, in Raebareli. So that's a religious practice. Do they have anything to say about that? And you know, this should blow this myth away of there is no concept of Pope in Islam. There is no one person who an entire community will listen to and then vote according to that person's wishes. Everybody, like all other Indians, makes up their mind upon what they feel is best in their interest or his or her interest and votes accordingly. So therefore, whether it's the Imam or whether it's Ali Mia or whether it's some Shankaracharya, I'm not so sure if these people have any effect on the voting pattern of the citizens of India.
Javed Ansari, stay on with me. And as Javed was just telling us, Sonia Gandhi began her day with a Havan. There was a puja, and then Sonia Gandhi went to Raebareli. She was driven by Rahul Gandhi, and the symbolism here is immense. Rahul Gandhi now firmly in the driving seat. It was he who was driving the sports utility vehicle that took Sonia Gandhi to that election office. Rose petals were showered on her Amethi, and Raebareli turned out in large numbers to welcome Sonia Gandhi. Will she be fourth time lucky? That's the question people are asking. Let's bring you a Headlines Today ground report. Aviral Virk with this report.
The Congress president seeking re-election from her bastion of Raebareli, offering her prayers before filing her nomination in the collectorate. Rahul Gandhi driving his mother amidst cheering Congress workers. Before filing her nomination, Sonia declared movable property worth 2 crores 81 lakh rupees, apart from self-acquired property worth 6 crores 67 lakh rupees.
बस एक ही बात है, रायबरेली के लोग मुझको बहुत प्यार से अपनाया है और मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि दोबारा हमको.
But what does the Gandhi family pocket borough think about Sonia's candidature?
कांग्रेस के अलावा ऑप्शन नहीं हमारे पास. जो लोग आते हैं एक बार चुनाव लड़ते हैं, दोबारा लौट के आते हैं, हार जाते हैं, चले जाते हैं। अगर कोई विकल्प यहाँ पर मिले, अवसर मिले जो परमानेंट राजनारायण की तरह से चुनाव लड़े, तो निश्चित रूप से सोनिया गांधी भी हार सकती हैं।
Raebareli is in a time warp of sorts, if you were to believe what these employees of ITI or the Durbharshan Bhavan have to tell us. They say that there was development work that was done here in the 1970s when Indira Gandhi was in charge, but nothing forward-looking has been done here.
Sonia, the overwhelming favourite in Raebareli, received a boost when the ruling Samajwadi Party chose to give her a walkover.
रायबरेली और अमेठी में समाजवादी पार्टी ने पिछली बार भी कोई लोकसभा का प्रत्याशी नहीं लड़ाया और इस बार भी नेताजी ने और समाजवादी पार्टी ने यही तय किया है कि अमेठी और रायबरेली में समाजवादी पार्टी का कोई प्रत्याशी नहीं होगा।
Sonia up against the BJP candidate Ajay Agarwal, a Ghaziabad-based lawyer who has been an anti-corruption crusader, filing PILs against the Bofors scam and Ottavio Kothroki, and later seeking a probe into the Taj Corridor case. Another PIL demanding a CBI probe into the multi-crore fake stamp paper racket.
Raebareli, it appears, is immune to both inflation and incumbency, as it welcomed Sonia Gandhi with open arms as she was driven in by the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi from the Fursadganj airport to the collector's office where she filed her nomination papers. Her rival candidate, the BJP's Ajay Agarwal, is yet to officially kickstart his election campaign here. But the people of Raebareli have little doubt that Indira Gandhi's daughter-in-law is going to win the election. But they will continue to keep a keen eye on the margin by which she wins the Lok Sabha seat for the 4th time. With Alok Das in Raebareli, Aviral Virk for Headlines Today.
Aviral Virk now joins me from Ground Zero. Aviral, the victory margin that you spoke of, 3.7 lakhs was the victory margin from the nearest BSP rival in the 2009 elections. Is there what the BJP describes as a Modi wave? Is there a Modi wave, and can Ajay Agarwal ride that wave? What's the buzz on Ground Zero?
Well, Gaurav, if there is a Modi wave, certainly the people of Raebareli are not experiencing it. I even spoke to a BJP worker asking him whether Ajay Agarwal had visited Raebareli and whether he had kick-started his election campaign. Even he wasn't sure as to when that would happen. The people of Raebareli are not familiar with Ajay Agarwal. They have not spoken to him because over here leaders are known to speak to the people on ground. The leaders here, the Congress leaders, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, interact with the leaders. With the people of Raebareli. In fact, there were some people who were Congress workers as well, who we were speaking to just before Sonia Gandhi arrived, and they were talking about the main issues that we've been talking about in our election coverage of employment, of inflation and price rise, and they were all they all shared the view that these are genuine troubles, that they are also facing problems. But if they had any misgivings, if they had any complaints, they all seemed to disappear as soon as the SPG personnel came in, and you knew that Sonia Gandhi's cavalcade was not far behind. Okay. As soon as they started pushing people back, these are the very same people who were complaining to us. They had flower petals in their hands and they were showering it on Sonia Gandhi, trying to touch her, trying to talk to her. So if there are any misgivings, we'll have to see whether or not the margin that you spoke of, even the Congress workers are saying that the margin will be interesting to watch out for, and not just because of another rival candidate, but it will also be determined by the voter turnout.